Just doing. This is part of a social media campaign. Thank you for your indulgence on that, and we're going to get started. Mr. Hanlon, can you please read the description for Bill 22, please?
Bill 22 amends the 2018 general fund budget to provide for a supplemental appropriation of $12,000 from the Pennsylvania Historical Museum Commission to fund a historical preservation specialist consultant to assist the city's art board.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hanlon. Mr. Leitner, if you could give us a quick rundown on this, please.
Quick rundown is, we receive this grant every year. It is a grant that we're provided by the state that helps us when we do historic preservation reviews. This consultant helps and provides us with that, and also helps with looking at our historic preservation guidelines. So we receive this almost every year.
Great, thank you very much. Any questions from my colleagues on the committee?
Just a quick question. It's not a match grant, you don't have to match it, right? That's it.
Any question from any other member of council? Okay, Mr. Leitner, I just have one or two questions. Are we maximizing the amount of money that we're trying to get from PHMC? I know there's been, I know this is a grant that we previously applied for, so it wouldn't apply in this case, but I know that there's an increase in funding from the federal government to PHMC, and I just want to make sure that we are looking to try and gather as much of that as we can for Allentown.
I can answer that two ways. One, for this particular grant, we just did the normal process, but in the future we are. But also, we want to make sure that we're appropriately staffed, that we can handle that additional workload. But in the future, we are looking to maximize that.
Great, thank you very much, Mr. Leitner. Any questions from the public on this issue? All right, I'll entertain a motion from one of my committee members.
I make a motion to move it forward favorably to City Council.
I'll second it.
By common consent?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Hanlon, by common consent. Second issue on the agenda is the minutes from April 12th, 2018. Can we accept the minutes as written by common consent?
Yep.
All right, those are accepted as well. Before we adjourn, the Community Economic Development Committee did take a tour of the Allentown Preservation League and parts of the West Walnut neighborhood and the West Park Historic District last Thursday. Unfortunately, both Ms. Zaffa and Mr. Greedy were unavailable due to unforeseen circumstances, so it was Mr. Hanlon and I who took the tour. But very informative and falls in line with some changes that I know the committee and council as a whole are going to be looking at doing over the next few months. And there will be more of these meetings, tours I should say, out in the public. We're looking to schedule one for the end of June. And once we have that, we will let everyone know. Seeing that that is the end of the agenda, I am now calling this meeting adjourned. City Council meeting will begin at 7 p.m. Thank you.